Good day, Dr. Mel and classmates. I am Rochelle Ana I. Santos, one of your discussants for Module 4 on Theories of Distance Education. Today, I will guide you through the contributions of Charles Wedemeyer, focusing on his concept of independent study. This discussion will help us understand how his ideas shape distance education and their relevance in today's learning environment. Module 4 covers several key objectives. For this presentation, we will focus on three specific objectives. First, explaining the core principles and theoretical concepts of Wedemeyer's independent study and its relevance to distance education. And second, analyze how independent study promotes learner autonomy and flexibility in various distance learning settings. And finally, evaluating the advantages and challenges of applying Wedemeyer's theory in contemporary educational concepts. Why do we need theories in distance education? Let us begin by understanding why theories are important in distance education. According to Holmberg in 1985, theoretical insights can provide distance educators with a solid foundation for developing theory, serving as a guiding framework to support confident and informed decision-making. Charles Wedemeyer, one of the pioneers in this field, argued in 1981 that the essence of distance education is the independence of the student. He used the term independent study to describe approaches that empowers learners, specifically at the college and university level, to take control of their learning processes. This perspective was groundbreaking because it shifted the focus from teacher-centered delivery to learner-centered design. Traditional education is teacher-centered, with the teacher as the main source of knowledge. Independent study shifts this to a learner-centered approach. Teachers guide and facilitate, while learners take responsibility, gaining flexibility, and developing self-directed learning skills. Wedemeyer proposed a framework of 10 key features that highlight learner autonomy and integrate technology to support independent learning. First, he emphasized that education systems should function in any location where learners are present, even for a single learner, regardless of whether instructors are physically present at the same place or time. Second, there should be a shift in responsibility for learning from the teacher to the student. And then the third, faculty members should be relieved from custodial tasks to allow them to focus on essential teaching and learning activities. These features highlight how Wedemeyer envisioned distance education to empower learners and make efficient use of faculty expertise. Continuing with the framework, learners should be offered broader choices in courses, delivery formats, and teaching methodologies. All proven media and methods should be utilized to enhance learning effectiveness, whether print-based, audio-based, or computer-based technologies. Media and methods should be integrated to ensure each subject is delivered using the most effective approach. This modular and multimedia approach reflects the flexibility and innovation that distance education requires. Number 7, courses should be redesigned to align with an articulated media program that connects various delivery systems into a cohesive whole. Number 8, the system should accommodate individual differences among learners, providing opportunities for personalized learning. And then number 9, student achievement should be assessed simply without unnecessary barriers related to location, pace, method, or sequence. And lastly, students should have the flexibility to begin, pause, and progress through learning at their own pace. Together, these 10 characteristics of independent study by Wedemeyer in 1981 create a model that allows education to adapt to the learner rather than forcing learners to adapt to the rigid system. Moving forward, Wedemeyer also describes 6 characteristics of independent study systems. First, the learner and teacher are physically separated. Second, teaching and learning are carried out through writing or other media. Third, instruction is individualized. Fourth, learning happens through active participation by the student. Fifth, education is designed to be convenient and accessible in the learner's environment. And then lastly, the students take responsibility for setting their own pace with the freedom to start and stop as needed. These 6 elements by Wedemeyer in 1981 collectively promote autonomy and flexibility, which are very essential qualities in distance education. Wedemeyer also identified 4 core elements in any teaching and learning situation. They are the teacher, the learner or the learners, a communication system or medium, and then the content to be taught or learned or the lesson objective. He proposed reorganizing these components to overcome physical and temporal constraints, making education more learner-centered and adaptive. Although independent study emphasizes learning autonomy, Wedemeyer reminded us that a meaningful relationship between teacher and learner remains vital. Even in distance education, interaction, whether through feedback, guidance, or support, greatly influences success. Let us now look at Wedemeyer's independent studies advantages and challenges. First, Wedemeyer's independent study really helps promote self-directed learning and critical thinking. It gives students the chance to take charge of their own learning, deciding how, when, and where they want to study, while of course encouraging them to think more critically and use their higher order thinking skills or the HOTS. Second advantage is that it offers flexibility, which is a big advantage, especially for working adults or learners who live far from educational institutions. This means they can still continue their studies without worrying about strict and fixed schedules or physical distance. And the third advantage is that this approach works so well with modern technology, because today we have learning management systems, online platforms, and multimedia tools that make it even easier for students to access resources and learn in ways that fit their needs. However, if there are advantages, there are challenges as well. I'd like to present to you 3 challenges in independent study. First is that not all learners are prepared for high level of autonomy. And then the second and the third one is that challenges in ensuring consistent student support and engagement at a distance, and then the limited digital tools and skills of learners are the challenges that we may face. In that note, educators must balance learner independence with structured support to make independent study effective. Thank you, and I look forward to engaging with your insights in our discussion forum. And here are the references used for today's discussion. Thank you.